La salvación. Army la salvación.
Have y'all ever gone shopping to, let's say, a United supermarket, and you see in December and you see these people with Santa Claus hats ringing bells, and you're wondering why are they doing that? And you see also a large big red bucket here, and you see people dropping money in there, but you don't know what it's for? Well, you may even think that they're weirdos, but what if I tell you that they may help you with what you are struggling with and aid with what other people are struggling with as well. Right now, these issues that are going on in the world are serious issues, as you can see right here. Struggling financially, about 42% of people admit that they are struggling financially around the world, and displaced from wars. Many families who are displaced from wars, they tend to get involved with human trafficking, which is going on in many countries that we don't know, especially here in America. And in poverty, 29.2% of 31,000 participants in a survey agree that poverty is one of the world's most serious issues. And these three issues that we're talking about right now are the top 10 world issues that are going on in today's world's population. Which is why I'm here today to persuade you to volunteer for the Salvation Army. I'm credible to speak on this topic because I have done extensive research on this topic, and also one of my family members has been involved with this organization for a National Honor Society in their school. I will be discussing the needs and information the Salvation Army needs to help for this. I'll also provide you the results of taking action and the consequences of not taking action on volunteering. For our first discussion, I'm going to discuss how the Salvation Army tries to prevent poverty. By statistics released by GuideStar, 14.8% of Americans and 21% of the nation's children currently live in poverty. The longer the child stays in poverty, the greater chance he or she will remain in poverty as an adult. The Salvation Army's basic needs program are tailored to meet the immediate needs of the area and people they serve, providing clothes, household items, seasonal services, and employment health as well. As the Salvation Army aids with preventing poverty, they also aid with people who have trauma, victims of human trafficking. According to the Salvation Army website, in 2021, an estimated 49.6 million people were living in modern slavery, including 29.7 million in forced labor. And stated by the Secretary of State, trafficking exploitative practices affect every country in the world, including here in the United States. The Salvation Army provides ongoing support and advice to those who have survived trafficking through our victim assistance programs, along with shelter, transportation, food, and clothing. We address physical and psychological trauma through a variety of services. As the Salvation Army helps cope with people that are suffering from trauma, the Salvation Army also provides help with financial problems. Housing challenges are not predictable or limited to a certain type of person, and it could happen to anyone. As stated by the website, need help paying bills. Some causes may be unemployment or medical emergencies. According to recent data released by Star Grants, as much as 93% of Salvation Army grant recipients have managed to avoid being homeless within a year. And ever since they were discharged from the program, the grant money is mainly used for paying a housing specialist or administrative or a social worker as well. By explaining the needs of the Salvation Army, I want to discuss the solution we want to achieve by pursuing others to volunteer. As you can see right here, the first step is to tell your story. So you could choose any fundraiser you want to host, and you could also provide the information to the Salvation Army. You can also create a fundraiser. That's the first step, which is you create a page and also tell the Salvation Army why you are doing this fundraising, what you're saving up for. And to share your campaign, you could tell your friends or family members to join and to also create their own fundraiser. And for the fourth step, encourage your peers just to ask friends and family members to join and to aid you in what you are saving up for. And for the sixth step is to reach your goal, which is just encourage family members to donate to you and help save up money for any cause that you're saving up for. And you could also ask the Salvation Army for help as well. By providing you the needs of the Salvation Army of poverty elevation, anti-human trafficking, and financial aid, I hope that what I have talked through may have persuaded you to volunteer for the Salvation Army. These are the results of taking action and the consequences of not taking action. If you volunteer for the Salvation Army, you may aid many families into recovering from poverty and allow children to go to school and have an education. But the sacrifices of not volunteering is that the children may stay in the poverty, and as an adults, their children may also live in poverty as well. And thank you for listening to my speech today. I hope I persuaded you into joining, and thank you again for hearing this, and I hope I did convince you. God bless.